Hey y'all, as you can see, we've cleaned up. We got clear coat on those tanks. Wait till I take you in there and check it out. It's pretty sweet. I was so excited about it, I had to call Bob right in the middle of the job and tell him how cool it was going to look, right? So I'm pretty pleased with this. By the way, it's Tuesday the 23rd of February. Pretty pleased with how this turned out with a plastic box in my garage. Without proper filtering and exhaust and all that stuff. The exhaust worked pretty good, although, you know, with the higher pressure and blowing on the flake, it got pretty crazy in there. I had to clean those glasses off a couple times just so I could see what I was doing. But turned out pretty good, man. I put 2 applications of the flake on here. Went over it first and just got it medium wet with just straight clear, and then put the blue flake in the clear, and I put a good amount in there. I mean, the clear actually looked blue. It was that full. Put all that on, and then did it again 15 minutes later, and stood back and really turned the pressure up and tried to get it to sit down. And then after that, we went with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 coats of clear. Afterwards, I had it mixed, you know, so you may as well use it. No sense of throwing it away. It's pricey, right? We've got an errant fisheye here and there. If you look at this here, you see the little sags and runs. You know, anywhere you've got a hole, you're gonna have that, unless everything's dead flat. You know, it's gonna move around a little bit, but I'm super pleased with this, man. We could take a little, like 1,000 or 1,500 and just vastly, I mean, not scrubbing it down, just run back and forth a little bit and then run a buffing wheel over it when, you know, after the stuff's completely cured, and it'll look like glass, just like the black paint and clear coat on the shifter cart does. Looks like there's just water running over top of it. It's nice and smooth. Got the LED. Wait till you see the effect of this flake. It is really super cool. You might be able to see a little of that in the sunlight here, right? But take a look at this. It just looks black. It's so dark, right? Look at that, folks. It's just beautiful. It is really, really going to, I mean, I'm blown away. It's really going to pop out in the natural light. I hope this camera is getting this effect. There's blue pearl in that midnight blue, and then this blue flake on top of it. I told Bob, I says, man, this thing's going to look so pretty. I'm going to be afraid to drive it, man. I don't want to get it dirty. It really is going to be pretty. What a pretty, pretty blue and a beautiful effect that flake is going to give it. Just awesome. Out in natural light, it is really going to be beautiful. I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope you can. Just awesome, man. Just awesome. And relatively spot free. I mean, I really haven't, you know, there's some dust in there. I mean, what do you expect? I got big razor cuts in the walls. So it didn't collapse on me. But for the most part, you know, after getting number panels and stickers on it, this is the inside. Man, it's going to kill me to put stickers on it. But you see how that looks. I mean, that's just, that metal flake is just awesome. I hope you got a good look at that. I can't wait to paint the helmet now. That's going to be just super, super duper cool. Hey to Scott down in North Carolina. Me and him talked on the phone. He's a guy, he actually found me watching these videos and then went on Facebook and asked some questions, and lo and behold, boom, here we are. Me and Scott talked on the phone for a couple hours the other night. And of course, my nephew Jimmy, love you Jimmy, he's down here in Texas suffering through that mess down there. Me and him set a record on the phone. 5 hours we were on the phone until about 3 in the morning 4 or 5 days ago. The bride still got the brain fog, man. I told Sherry I'll never get brain cancer because I've had enough radiation to clear anything going on upstairs, you know. So any kind of brain cells I had are gone. But man, super pleased with this. Super pleased. Chuck, how you doing? Talked to Chuck the other day. He's got a helmet he wants us to paint too, and it's so hard. We got so much to do. It's almost overwhelming, the amount of stuff going on, and then taking in, you know, cash money too. We got to pay for all the propane we're using, the paint we're buying and stuff. So we have to do work for others too, and that stuff has to take, you know, precedent. It's got to come first. So we get this done and let it hang in here for about 3 days just to be sure it's done, and then we might even take them over to Richie's house. Richie, appreciate it, buddy, and we'll hide them upstairs so they don't get damaged, scratched or dented or what have you. And then we can start working on making plans to work on the stuff for Mike. We've got bumpers. I think I'm going with flat black bumpers on this car. The back bumper looked like it was still in good shape. You know, this stuff, Zip Kart, like Anderson and everything, their Nerf bars are always, there's like chrome or nickel plated, right? This is the headrest that sits up here, but the bumpers were the same way. The front bumper's in really bad shape, but the back bumper I think is relatively okay. And if it's okay, we'll just clean it up like we did with that, and we'll leave it. But I think the front bumper is going to need paint. The guy that had it before us kind of ground on it and took that finish, that plating off. So, or maybe we'll go with silver and clear or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But we started putting parts and pieces on it. We got the rear end on the car. Got the clutch we got from Bruce on here. Thanks, Bruce. New brake rotor and hub. A little beefier rotor, same diameter, but a little thicker. New bearings and cassettes. We're using the same axle and the same clamps. There wasn't anything wrong with the axle. It didn't have any wear marks in it or anything. So we're going to use it. And we just started bolting things back together the other day while we were out here messing around. It was kind of just too cold to do any painting or anything. But that's it. And all you out there, hang in there. Look, the sun's out, man. I mean, we haven't seen that in a long time. You see that? We're a tick over 60 in here. Granted, I did run the guts out of the heat, but I had the door cracked open 4 inches with the exhaust deal going out. I also had a big piece of 4-inch or 6-inch PVC that's probably 4.5 foot long off the end of that. We moved Sherry's car out in the street. Don't want to get any overspray on Sherry's car, for goodness sake. And we just directed it as far into the backyard as we could. Yeah, we're excited. This stuff, the heavy work for this thing is now done with the paint, and everything else is just fabricating. We got a ton of aluminum templates to make for the new tins for the seat. Hopefully, you know, knock wood, we got some upholstery coming that might just fit, Emic upholstery that might just fit this thing. So we'll see how that goes. But that's it. It's about 3:45 in the afternoon. I stink like clear coat up to yin yang. So going in and dumping all the clothes right into the washing machine and getting in the shower and getting cleaned up before the wife gets home, right? So you all know how that works, right? So here we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't be happier. That's beautiful, guys. Just beautiful. I'm super happy with that. This cart's going to look awesome when it's done. Hang in there. God bless. Godspeed. We're done spraying clear coat.